Leonardo Dicaprio had already an insane run in the 2000s as well, following the late 90s with the biggest grossing movie at the time, Titanic. In the 2000s, he could now choose what he wanted to do and follow the path of what a great actor who both performs well and chooses the best scripts. In the 2000s decade, he was part in classic movies like Catch Me If You Can, Aviator, The Departed, and Blood Diamond. Him working with the director Martin Scorsese is one of the greatest actor-director duos we have ever seen. I mean, the pressure that comes with following the greatest duo with Robert De Niro and Scorsese. It is crazy that Leo did it so well, and it speaks volume. What was about to come was one of the greatest decade run by an actor, and that was Leonardo Dicaprio in the 2010s. For me, it is regarded as one of the best, if not the best decade run for an actor ever. Shutter Island was the first movie in the 2010s decade. It was directed by Martin Scorsese and is highly regarded for several reasons, including its storytelling, direction, atmosphere, and especially DiCaprio's performances. Here are some aspects that stands out. The film is based on Dennis Lehane's novel and feature a gripping, multi-layered plot that keeps the audience guessing. The narrative includes several unexpected twists, leading to a shocking and thought-provoking climax. Scorsese creates a haunting and tense atmosphere that perfectly complements the psychological elements of the story. The film's meticulous attention to period details and its use of setting the overall mood was amazing. Now, Leo's performance was just amazing in this movie. His portrayal of U.S. Marshal Teddy Daniels is intense and deeply emotional, showcasing his ability to convey a range of complex feelings. DiCaprio adeptly handles the character's transformations throughout the film and capturing the confusion, determination, and vulnerability required for the role. The nuanced acting was overall in this movie, with subtle facial expressions and body language that contribute to the film's suspense and psychological depth. The next one is Inception, directed by Christopher Nolan. The movie was awarded 4 Academy Awards with Best Cinematography, Best Sound Editing, Best Sound Mixing, and Best Visual Effects, and was critically acclaimed and commercially successful. Inception is considered a modern classic. Inception is known for its intricate plot involving multiple layers of dreams within dreams. The film challenges the audience to follow its non-linear narrative, creating a unique and intellectually engaging experience. The idea of exploring and manipulating dreams is a fresh and imaginative concept, setting it apart from other science fiction and heist films. The film uses of practical effects such as the rotating halfway scene and its seamless integrating with CGI create visually stunning and memorable scenes. The representation of various dream worlds is both visually and captivating and thematically resonant, enhancing the overall impact of the story. Now, Nolan's meticulous attention to detail, his ability to balance complex narrative threads, and his skill in creating tension and excitement are all evident in Inception. Also, the powerful and evocative musical score by Hans Zimmer complements the film's tone and heightens the emotional and dramatic stakes. The film delves into philosophical questions about the nature of reality and the subconscious mind and the power of idea. Despite its complexity, Inception maintains an emotional storyline centered around the protagonist's personal struggles, adding depth to the narrative. Now, DiCaprio plays Dom Cobb, a skilled thief haunted by his past. His portrayal of Cobb's inner turmoil and guilt is both compelling and believable. DiCaprio's ability to convey a range of emotions, from intense and determination to vulnerability, adds a layer of depth to the character and makes his journey more relatable. DiCaprio's performance convincingly in the film, action-packed scenes, bringing a sense of realism and urgency to the role. His charisma and screen presence help anchor the film, providing a focal point for the audience amidst a complex narrative. DiCaprio's interaction with the ensemble cast, including Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Ellen Page, and Marion Cotillard, are dynamic and contribute to the film's overall cohesion and impact. DiCaprio's dedication to his craft and his ability to fully immerse himself in the character of Cobb make his performance convincing and memorable. J. Edgar, 2011, was directed by Clint Eastwood. This movie is a biographical drama about the life of J. Edgar Hoover, the controversial first director of the FBI. The movie was nominated for one Academy Award for Best Makeup, but it got mixed reviews from critics but praised DiCaprio's performance. Like everyone would have dreamt to work with Clint Eastwood, but for me this is not one of his best works, but Leo did a very good job in this movie. And to be fair, I don't have as much to say about this movie than the rest of his catalog in this decade. Django Unchained, 2012, directed by Quentin Tarantino, is about a freed slave teams up with a bounty hunter to rescue his wife from a brutal plantation owner. The movie got 2 Academy Awards for Best Original Screenplay and Best Supporting Actor for Christoph Waltz. It was highly successful both critically and commercially, with DiCaprio's performance being particularly noted despite not winning any major awards. Now, Tarantino's distinctive style with unique storytelling and strong performances was showed in this movie. Leonardo DiCaprio's performance in this film is particularly noteworthy for several reasons. DiCaprio plays Calvin Candley, a charming yet ruthless plantation owner. The character is complex, embodying both southern gentility and brutal racism, which makes him a compelling and memorable antagonist. At the time, DiCaprio was primarily known for heroic or sympathetic roles. Taking on the role of a villain like Calvin Candley was a significant departure and showcasing his versatility as an actor. DiCaprio's portrayal of Candy is intense, commanding. He fully commits to the role, delivering a performance that is both charismatic and terrifying. The intensity adds depth and tension to the film. One of the most talked about moments is the dinner scene where DiCaprio's character becomes increasingly unhinged. During this scene, DiCaprio accidentally cut his hand, but continued to act through the injury, using the real blood to enhance the scene's intensity. This dedication impressed both the audience and his fellow actors.
Fantasy film in a lot of different respects. I mean, just like Inglourious Bastard was, he's sort of recreating history, but there's nothing in the film that isn't historically accurate as far as what these people were like during that time period.
Working with a director like Quentin Tarantino allowed DiCaprio to explore a new dimension of his acting skills. Tarantino's direction and the film's unique style provided a platform for DiCaprio to deliver a standout performance. DiCaprio received widespread acclaim for his role, with many critics highlighting it as one of the best performances of his career up to that point. Although he didn't receive any Academy Award nomination, it further cemented his reputation as one of the most talented actors of his generation. The Great Gatsby, 2013, directed by Baz Luhrmann. It is about a retelling of F. Scott Fitzgerald's novel about a mysterious millionaire and his obsession with a former lover. It won 2 Academy Awards, Best Production Design, Best Costume Design. It got mixed critical reception, but a box office hit, with DiCaprio's performance widely praised. The Great Gatsby, both as a novel and film, holds significant cultural and artistic value for several reasons. and Leonardo Dicaprio's performance in the 2013 film adaptation has been particularly praised. The novel is renowned for its exquisite prose, vivid imagery, and profound themes. The book is rich with symbolism such as the green light, the eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg, and the Valley of Ashes, each contributing to the novel's deeper meanings. It explores themes like the American dream, class conflicts, love betrayal, and the pursuit of happiness, making it a timeless study of human nature and societal norms. Set in the 1920s, the novel captures the spirit, excess, and the decadence of the era. It provided a critical look at the American dream and its attainability. It reflects the societal changes, including the rise of consumerism and the changing societal dynamics of post-World War I in America. Now, DiCaprio's performance brings depth and complexity to Jay Gatsby, capturing his charisma, mystery, and vulnerability. His portrayal reveals Gatsby's obsessive hope and tragic flaws. DiCaprio's performance is noted for its emotional intensity, from Gatsby's unwavering optimism to his despair and heartbreak. He conveys the multifaceted nature of Gatsby's character. DiCaprio's interaction with other characters, particularly Carey Mulligan as Daisy Buchanan and Tobey Maguire as Nick Carraway, add layers to the narrative, enhancing the story's emotional impact. DiCaprio's performance was widely praised by critics and audience alike. His ability to embody Gatsby's enigmatic and larger-than-life persona while also highlighting his inherent loneliness and disillusionment contribute significantly to the film's success. The exploration of the American dream and its discontents continues to resonate with contemporary audiences, making the story relevant across different eras. The Wolf of Wall Street, 2013, directed by Martin Scorsese. The story is about the rise and fall of a corrupt stockbroker and his firm. It was nominated for 5 Academy Awards, with Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor for DiCaprio, Best Supporting Actor for Jonah Hill, and Best Adapted Screenplay. It was a major commercial success and critical acclaim, with DiCaprio winning a Golden Globe for Best Actor. Known for his mastery in filmmaking, Scorsese brings his signature style to the film, blending his high energy with dark humor and unflinching look at the excesses of Wall Street. The film is based on the real-life story of Jordan Belfort, a stockbroker who engaged in rampant corruption and fraud. This real-world connection adds an intriguing layer to the film. The screenplay, written by Terence Winter, is sharp, witty, and often brutally honest, capturing the essence of Belfort's memoir while maintaining a fast-paced, engaging narrative. The film's dynamic visual style and quick editing pace reflects the chaotic and frenetic world of Wall Street. It explores themes of greed, excess of moral decay, offering a critical look at the financial industry's darker side. DiCaprio's portrayal of Jordan Belfort is magnetic. He embodies the character's charm and persuasive skills, making the audience understand how Belfort could draw people into his schemes. DiCaprio displays a wide range of emotions, from the manic highs of Belfort's success to the desperate lows of his downfalls. His ability to go between humor, rage, and desperation is impressive. His performance is highly physical. DiCaprio's committed to the scenes involving physical comedy, the scenes where he takes the drugs, and intense confrontations, showcasing his versatility as an actor. DiCaprio's dedication to accurately portraying Belfort's larger-than-life personality is evident. He captures the character's hedonistic lifestyle and moral ambiguity. Many scenes have become iconic in this movie, such as Belfort's motivational speeches to his team, which are delivered with incredible energy and conviction. The Quaalude scenes is particularly notable for its physical comedy and timing. The Revenant, 2015, directed by Alejandro González Iñárritu. The story is about a frontiersman on a fur trading expedition fights for survival after being mauled by a bear and left for dead. The film won 3 Academy Awards: Best Director, Best Actor for Dicaprio, and Best Cinematography. The movie was critically acclaimed, with Dicaprio finally winning his first Academy Award for Best Actor. The Revenant is highly regarded for several reasons, including its direction, cinematography, and performances, particularly by Leonardo Dicaprio. DiCaprio's portrayal of Hugh Glass is notable for its physical and emotional intensity. He endured extreme conditions, including freezing and temperatures and eating raw bison liver, to bring authenticity to the character. Much of DiCaprio's performances is conveyed through body language and facial expressions, rather than dialogue, showcasing his ability to express complex emotions without words. DiCaprio underwent a significant physical transformation for the role, adding to the believability for his character, harrowing journey and survival. Iñárritu's direction places viewers directly in the harsh and unforgiving wilderness, creating an immersive experience that is both visceral and emotional. The film features many long takes and minimal cuts, creating a scene of realism and continuity that draws the audience deeper into the story. The director's insistence on shooting in natural light and real locations add to the film's authenticity and visual impact. Now, the film's plot, based on true events, is a gripping tale of survival and revenge, exploring themes of human endurance, the will to live, and the primal nature of revenge. The character arc for Hugh Glass is compelling, portraying a man driven by a deep sense of loss and a relentless quest for justice. The Revenant won several awards, like I mentioned, and the film was also a commercial success, earning over $530 million worldwide, which is impressive for a film with such a unique and artistic approach. His last movie in the 2010s decade was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, directed by Quentin Tarantino. It's about a faded television actor and his stunt double strive to achieve fame and success in the final years of Hollywood's golden age. The movie was critically acclaimed and a box office success, with DiCaprio receiving numerous award nominations. The film is set in the 1969 Los Angeles and meticulously recreates the look and feel of the time. The attention to detail in the sets, costumes, and even the soundtrack evokes a strong sense of nostalgia for Hollywood's golden age. It's filled with references to real historical events, figures, and the film industry, providing a rich tapestry that appeals to the film buffs and historians alike. Tarantino's signature style of non-linear storytelling is evident, offering a unique narrative structure that keeps the audience engaged. The movie weaves together the stories of Rick Dalton, a fading TV star, and his stunt double, Cliff Booth, creating a compelling dual narrative. The characters are well developed with depth and nuance. Rick Dalton struggles with his waning career and insecurities, and particularly well explored. The relationship between Dalton and Booth adds emotional weight to the story, showcasing loyalty and friendship. Now, DiCaprio delivers a nuanced performance, capturing the complexity of Rick Dalton's character. He portrays Dalton's vulnerability, desperation, and moments of self-reflection with authenticity. DiCaprio's ability to convey deep emotion, especially in the scenes where Dalton struggles with his self-worth and career doubts, is particularly powerful. His performance within a performance, playing an actor struggling with various roles, highlights his versatility. The scenes where Dalton has a breakdown in his trailer after failing to deliver his lines perfectly showcases DiCaprio's acting prowess. DiCaprio skillfully balanced humor and tragedy, making Rick Dalton a sympathetic yet flawed character. His comedic timing and ability to evoke empathy add layers to the portrayal. Now, Leonardo DiCaprio's filmography from 2010 to 2020 includes a mix of critically acclaimed and commercially successful films, often involving collaboration with renowned directors. Like we saw, he received multiple award nominations and wins, including his first Academy Award for Best Actor for The Revenant. His performances during this decade solidified his status as one of the most talented and bankable actors in Hollywood. With a filmography like that, I can't see anyone else having a run like that for a decade, and to also look at what he did in the previous years. The only one that comes to my mind is 70s Al Pacino, which will be a future video I will make.